So great to see all of you. We're going to take about 3 minutes for wins. So go ahead and actually 1 minute. We could do one. We don't usually do wins on this call. So never mind. No wins. Keep your wins to yourself. All right. I want all right.
Let's have it. No, that's awesome. Let's have it. It's good to have wins. And here's the thing, you can show up early tomorrow for the Tuesday event because you'll be able to come. What we want to do is we're going to open the room a little early. Jim, what do you think? We'll open it up 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early? What do you think?
Well, we better do it 10 minutes early.
So
So
we're
we're
going to
gonna
open up.
open
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Dora. Go ahead.
We're going to open it up 10 minutes early so that those who want to celebrate your wins, we can celebrate them then. But right at the beginning of the hour, we will dive into training. So from now on, the win culture, winners are early, leaders are early, right? And so we'll get there early so we can connect, share our wins, and then our training will start right at the beginning of the hour. One other quick announcement for me, because I just hijacked the meeting, I'm going to give it back to Jimmy, is that we are going to have a pop-up summer Diva swag shop, which is really exciting, brought to us by Jimmy Azel's daughter. So we're keeping it in the family. So I want you to notice in the founders chat, we will have one that will be something you can have on a t-shirt, a tank top, or a sweatshirt, your choice. But the statement will be one core statement. Okay, then we're going to have a coffee cup because I don't know about you who loves their coffee and their morning ritual with coffee. So we're going to have a different one on a coffee cup. So in the founders chat, I'm going to give some polls so that we vote together on our favorite, hi Jennifer, our favorite statements. And I'm so excited to have this swag. And what I love about the pop-up is it's like open for a month, 3 weeks, a month, and then it closes. So each season we get to have something different. So be looking in the founders chat for that. If you have suggestions already, I'd love to hear it, but I'm going to come up with some and put them in a poll, and we'd love your vote. All right, Dan, you ready for your swag? You ready to wear your Diva swag? Jimmy was like, I need you to allocate some budget for me, okay? Because I want to wear my swag. That's exciting. All right, Jimmy, back to
Thank
you.
you so much, Adora. So listen, I am so excited. I don't know. I'm always excited about this call because this is kind of kicks off the week, and I know that with Ali Madawi here, that he's going to give the very best training in the entire world. So there's always that piece. Just a couple things. How many of you saw the little teaser video? I just saw that we have the final edit being done now for the founders trip. Guys, put it on your calendar. We're going to sell it out. All right? We're going to sell it out. And here's the thing. I just want you guys to start thinking about this because when it launches, when it sells out, it sells out. So we're actually also going to do a production down there. So we are going to have full filming down there. You can be on some of the TV stuff that we do. We're going to, I mean, it's going to be an amazing event. I mean, it's like going to be incredible. So there's a whole extra piece that we haven't really told the founders yet, but I'm going to let it out. So Ali, we'll all be down there, of course, and there'll be a little probably more just having fun, but there'll be some things where just we'll lay out the agenda and all that. But just know this is one of our first founders trip. It's all about just loving on you guys, having fun with you, and Adora, our queen, will be there, of course, and then Christine. Everybody's gonna be there, so it's gonna be amazing. But lock your dates in. It's coming this week. We're just finishing up the video, putting it inside everything, and then when it turns on, I'm just giving you a warning because you're our founders, so you can put it on your radar and get prepared to lock it in your spot, all right? Because we want to always be known to sell out events as we scale and have a culture of that, so that way people be like, man, I got to be part of it, all right? So be on the lookout. Jennifer asked, can we bring a guest? Yes, you absolutely can, because it's for 2 people in a room. All right. So, but make sure they know what the Divas is all about. I mean, hopefully it's your spouse or, yeah, that's fine.
Saying we have a new guest today. Justine's saying, give me the info. I'll do a voiceover for it. Can we bring, oh, a guest to Mexico? Sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a big announcement, and then just everybody, and Ali is going to do a great way segue. I'm going to kind of tee him up here. Actually, let me do one more announcement. This Wednesday, our chapter locals informational meeting is kicking off. It's in the calendar, so if you know anyone that could be a great candidate for chapter locals, right, a chapter president for the DIVA locals, make sure that you send that to them. And you know, even if you want to just jump on to learn, you can. All right, so that's going to be this Wednesday. But the big thing for many of you is tomorrow is our weekly big event, right? And I want to make sure that Ali really brings it home for us because it's super important as we grow the network that just, you know, everything feeds into Tuesday. Even the locals will be fed into Tuesday. That's why we really want to dialing this in because we know this is the path for lots of founders all over the world to come into. All right. So that's all it is for corporate announcements. Those are our two big rocks. Tuesday, we got a chapter thing for locals on Wednesday. That and you know, really just keeping it that simple. And then of course you got the founders trip coming up, and yeah, that's what we got. So without further ado, unless Aurora has anything else, we good?
No, we're good. I'm very excited about the founders trip. I see Melanie is here and her camera's off, but that whole thing is fun in the sun. And if you don't want the sun, then fun in the covered cabana, wherever you're going to be. Ali's going to actually go there early and check it out. He'll be shooting some content from there, so be paying attention to what he puts out. And just imagine all of us together in one place. And when we're open like that, you know, women, when we're relaxed, men are this way too, but when women are relaxed and having fun, and that's your best ideas, your best relationships, your best breakthroughs happen in that space. And not to mention unforgettable moments. Those are the things we remember. You know, it's the good stuff. So thank you guys. And I'll send it back to Ali now.
Guys, without further ado, our global master trainer and our partner in all of the visibility podcasts and getting you freaking like brand awareness. I don't even know. I can't keep up with all the stuff Ali does anymore. But anyways, without further ado, the one and only Mr. Ali Madawi.
Thank you for the love. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, Divas? And the men who support him. I truly appreciate you being in here with me. Super excited about today's session. I want to get right into it. Before we get into a training, I just want to remind every single one of each ladies that are in here and also the men who support them. It's imperative, it's important, it's crucial that when you and or anyone who gets started in the DIVA Network, and once you are in the school community, make sure you hit where it says classroom, and you're going to be seeing a lot of different elements that are relevant for your journey. But the top 3 is everything that you need to know. New member, start here, FAQs, and then also this part, right? The wallet setup, whether it is credit card or whether it is the smart contract and or the crypto option, you definitely want to make sure that you have access or at least watch them. We've had many individuals that have watched them for the first time after months just this week, and they were like, oh my God, that was the best thing that I've ever watched. I did not know all those instructions were in there. So do yourself a favor, whether you have not yet and or anyone that you refer to the DIVA Network, just make sure that you have them click on Classroom so they have the ability and the opportunity to see it all. Please, and please. All right, good. The other component that I believe is important for each and every one of us, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, building momentum. We had a record-breaking week that just passed. We've had 75 guests or attendees in the Zoom last week. Now, why is that relevant? If you've been working with me, if you understand my philosophy, it's a matter of bringing in more leads in order to increase more prospects, in order to increase more closing opportunities. So the fact that we went from 25 to 75 in a matter of a week is 100% a predicament that tells you you're doing the right activity. You are focusing. You are absolutely excited, and you are doing the what we like to call IPAs, not the beer, but IPA, income producing activity, right? So income producing activity is what leads to the magic that you would want to have. So keep in mind, that's what we want to keep going. All roads will lead to Tuesday. And then, of course, that's the beginning of the exposure that we're going to create an opportunity for every single individual. Okay. So that's the very main thing that I want to make sure that I highlight. It's all about increasing the visibility, because if we are saying to all of our prospects and our guests, we're going to help you create more visibility, don't you think we need to showcase that? And we've done absolutely just that. So guess what? Records are meant to be broken. Can we go for 100 this week? I don't want 75. I want 3 digits. So let's go for 100 this week. It's the same thing we've done with a little bit more. Just one more message, one more phone call, one more email, one more post, one more of what you've done last week. And make sure you follow up as well. Don't get comfortable on just sleeping on the activity that has happened last week. And one last piece that I want to make sure before I get into the training itself, understand that as a company, we do send out drip campaign emails to individuals that are in our community or attend our Zooms and so on and so forth. Why is that relevant? It doesn't mean that we are sending them, telling them, sign up, here's a link. No, we don't do that. Obviously, we got your back, and we want to make sure that it always goes back to you. We let them know, get back to the person who referred you. We let them know, hey, reach out to your person who invited you, and so on and so forth. But those email campaigns are meant to just nudge that person that attended the Zoom. So keep in mind, we're doing it to support you, but you got to do your part, right? Step number 3 in the system is to follow up. Step number 1, invite. Step number 2, present. Step number 3, follow up. And step number 4, my favorite, is what you're doing right now, is get plugged into the actual system itself. I promise, Melanie, I will take all questions towards the end, but let me just knock out a little bit of this training, and I got your back with all questions. All right, let me get right into it. So today, I thought last week we were definitely diving into mindset because it was the first Monday of the week. But this week, I want to dive all into practical, systematic training. Like, what do I need to do, Ali? Give me the step-by-step for this week so I can have an exciting week. So understand that it's time to 10x your prospecting with simplicity, style, and systems. It's time to 10x your prospecting. So I always talk about connecting, right? Connecting is just engaging with human beings. Now we're going to 10x your prospecting. Obviously, one goes with the other, but you got to connect before you prospect. Don't just prospect a random stranger. They're going to treat you like you're a telemarketer, or you're a flyer, or you're a door knocker, or you're a cold email. They just whoop, swipe, and delete. So you don't want to do that. You want to connect and then prospect. But I'm going to talk to you today about how we can 10x the prospecting itself. So it's time to equip ourselves with practical, duplicable processes. Remember, the 4 steps are always and always will be the foundation, but there are variables that make you stand out. And those variables allow you to attract people instead of you chasing people. See, professionals don't try to convince and chase. Professional, they sort. They attract individuals and they sort. I talk to everybody, and I'm here to tell you, I intentionally do not prospect everybody, because there are people that I just don't think they are appropriate to come to the DIVA Network. There are people that I would never want to even do business with based on what they're liking and they're posting and they're sharing on their socials, right? And that's okay. But the main thing is, if you focus on attracting people, you'll never have to worry about burnout, because it is exhausting. Would you agree with me? Let me know in that comment or the chat. Would you agree with me that it is exhausting to chase somebody? And if you find yourself chasing somebody, that is your very first hint and telltale. You're not talking to the right and or enough people. You're not talking to the right and or enough people, because you're chasing that same person again and again and again, and they're just kind of keeping you going with a leash because they said, I might be interested, maybe tomorrow, follow up with me Thursday, I'll think about it, let me talk to my husband, let me talk to my sort. We're either going to do this now, or it's okay, I want to let you go. You're not going to tell me that you want to follow up with me in the future. All right, I got a few bullet points, and please take notes. Like I said, I'll leave a little bit of time at the end, I promise you, so we can do some Q&A as well. It's time for you to have a mindset reset about what lead generation is. See, a lot of time we think that lead generation is an activity. It's a time boxing activity, right? I'm here to tell you that lead generation is a lifestyle. And what I mean by that, would you agree with me that those who attract the masses automatically are natural? They're just documenting their stories. They're even sometimes putting funny videos. They're just posting something motivational. They're putting one-liner prayer, and somehow, some way, boop, everybody's attracted to them. That's because they've worked enough to develop a lifestyle over a period of time that creates the attraction factor. So if you are working to the lead generation as if it's, you know, a 3-hour job, I'm here to tell you, you already failed. This is why documenting your story, this is why creating content, it doesn't mean you have to have a state-of-the-art Hollywood produce high quality all out every single time. It doesn't mean that you have to have the best copywriters. It means that you just need to increase volume of the content that you are creating over a consistent period of time. If you're seeing with what I'm doing with my hand, volume, I'm creating a graph. Increase the volume of quality content, even if it's with your cell phone, over a long, consistent period of time. And then you're going to see that hockey stick of relevance and lead generation automatically seems to happen. Most of us don't increase the quality or the volume of content, and absolutely 99% of us don't have a consistency. Therefore, we're stuck here. There is no up, there is no down. Nothing is happening. And we wonder, am I good enough to do this thing? No, you just have not created enough volume of content over a long period of consistent, and consistent means of a same exact amount of frequency over and over and over and over and over and over. No, it'll never stop forever and ever until you are ready to give it to somebody else, meaning delegate it, meaning allow a team to do it for you, or you have to do it yourself. Either way, it's okay. But if you do not have growth of quality and volume of content over a consistent period of time, I promise you, you will be stuck here for a very long time. No up, no down, nothing happening. And that's a horrible place to be. So you are the brand, and we talked about this last week. You are the brand. People buy you before they buy anything that you and I offer. So I have to create content over a consistent period of time that showcases who I am, not just what I'm selling, but my qualities, my insecurities, my vulnerability. I talk about how baby of a faith that I have right now in my life all the time. I talk about my frustrations. I talk about my issues with the IRS attacking my family now over the last 2 years. I talk openly about everything that makes me who I am. So the moment you talk to me, you feel like we've been best friends and hanging out for a very, very long time. Now, let me be clear. I'm not asking you to become like me. I'm not asking you to open up about personal vulnerable issues, but whatever it is that you're putting out there in the marketplace is what the marketplace is going to react to. So if all you're putting out is product, offer, and services, the market is going to treat you like not interested, not interested, not interested. Let me think about it. The sales cycle, if you will, and you're going to find yourself going through burnout. You don't need everyone. Let me be clear. You don't need everyone. You don't need everyone. Say it with me. You don't need everyone, because we tend to think that if I don't talk to everybody all the time, every time, and make sure that I have I'm sorting. I want people who are like me or better. That's my just so you know, that's my rules. People who are like me or better. Like me how? Like me with my core values, like me with my belief system, like me with my educational foundation, like me with my philosophies, or better. I don't want anybody that I will not feel comfortable having around my kids or my wife, because our philosophy or our core values are not in alignment, right? So you need the right people, not all people. And the right people are those who you are worried about calling and contacting. Those who you think are too rich or too poor, too healthy, too wealthy, they don't need this, they're not into, no. If you feel that their core values are aligned with yours, if you feel I'll totally hang out with this person, business or not, if you feel, man, I admire the way they live their life. One of my favorite things that I get all the time is, I love how you treat your wife. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still a flawed negative sometimes, angry man. I'm not perfect, but I cherish my wife. Like, this is my mission from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to sleep. My goal is for that lady to smile all day, every day. Sometimes I annoy her how much I try to make her smile. She's like, breathe, leave me alone. I need a breather, right? Because we're humans. But that is who I am. So I showcase it all the time. You need to showcase who you are to attract the people who share your core values or better. Instead, you're going to be chasing everybody who just doesn't belong in your life or in your business. Consistency beats complexity day in and day out. Consistency beats complexity day in and day out. One of the things that I take pride in, and I share this with you all many, many times, we use systems that essentially, like, whether it's AI or whether it's automation, to make sure that everything goes out around the same exact time every single day, to make sure that my activity and my behavior is consistent all day, every day. Do you know why? Because we as people are habitual human beings. And if you change our routine, something glitches. It's like, something is wrong. I'm not having my coffee in the right time. I'm not working out in the right time. I'm not reading my book in the right time. I'm not praying. So just like you feel that way, your audience needs to have the same consistency all day, every day. Your DMO, or daily method of operations, which I've given documents before, which I've shared many, 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 many times, has to be consistent. So time box, as Melanie likes to call it, not time block, right? And then, of course, every now and then you're going to have this occasional brilliance that's going to show up out of nowhere, where you're going to have that one video that's going to, all people love it, or you're going to have that one post that everybody's reacting to, right? So make sure that you are consistent, all right? Part 2. I'm going to give you the 3 C's that will create lead generation for you. Now, keep in mind, the volume over consistency is going to determine how fast that hockey stick is going to happen for you for lead generation, right? So volume of quality over a consistent period of time is going to create that consistency of growth of lead generation. But in the meanwhile, there are things that you are to do each and every single day. Number 1, well, let me give you the C's first. Create, capture, and convert. Create, capture, and convert. Let's break down each one individually. So number 1 is create what? Create awareness. You got to create awareness. You hear all the time companies that say we got to create brand awareness, right? Meaning no one knows who we are. No one knows our core values. No one knows our mission. No one knows our values. No one knows our goals. No one knows our audience. No one knows our product, whatever that is. So you need to create awareness of who you are. You need to be intentionally posting with purpose. See, I'd recommend these 3 elements, right? Like in terms of creating awareness, 3 types of content every single day, and be consistent. Remember that consistency element, right? Value, whether it's educational, inspirational, vulnerability, storytelling or testimonials, visibility, where you would, offer, an invite to a Zoom or a call to action or some activity that gives me a bullseye, do this, right? So value, vulnerability, and visibility. Looks like we got 3 C's and 3 V's. So create awareness with value, vulnerability, and visibility. Those, just so you know, the reason I love those 3 elements when it comes to creating awareness is because they are true to who you are. You talk about authenticity. You're talking about things that you are passionate about. When I educate, this right here that I'm doing with you right now, I had a friend, we were invited to a kid's birthday party for our kids this weekend. And the father, who's 2 minutes from where I am right now, he goes like, "Isn't that your studio right there?" I'm like, "You know what? Come here, let me give you a tour." And I, going upstairs, downstairs, showing him everything. He goes like, "Man, I love how excited you are about just sharing with me everything that you're doing." I'm like, "You have no idea." I'm like, "I love it so much, I would do it for free." And in many cases, my wife is always on the other side of the screen, like, "Stop, stop. You keep giving everything for free." You ladies always protected us, and I love it. But value, vulnerability, and visibility will create your authenticity. You'll create your honest voice, and that will allow volume, consistency to create your own real credibility, real value, real relevance. All right. So do that every single day. Just, again, consistent. Number 2, or that second C, is capture. Capture what? Capture interest. See, many times we're saying, oh, I'm active in social media, but it is no longer social. Let's call it for what it is. And I love Gary Vee says it all the time. Gary Vee says it's no longer social media, it's interest media, where people go in groups to connect with other people, or goes to community to connect with people, or follow people based on interest, or engage with content based on interest, whether it's political, religious, business, sports, whatever it may be. It's interest media. We are no longer 2013 or 14, where we used to, scroll and talk to our friends and family and say, hi, how you doing? And we're commenting left and right. We don't engage unless it has interest of what's in it for me. So guess what? Every post that you are creating with that call to action, right? Make sure that you are putting it in the comment, right? Hey, iPhone or Samsung, my answer is in the comments. And then that drives somebody to go into that comment. Or, hey, given all week long in appreciation month for Mother's Day, giving away vacations to a mom. Drop in the comments an entrepreneurial mom that you would vote for. That's an idea, by the way, that I would highly recommend that you would do. And you'll see everybody drop in every entrepreneurial mom. Those are prospects waiting to happen for you, right? And make sure that you just hit the comments, hit the DM, send your links, right? Like that capture interest of people. Make sure that you use some sort of a checklist, if you will. Like, make sure that you have, as a matter of fact, the affiliate guide that we're providing for you has one page that you can write the first name, last name, email, phone number. How did you connect with this person? What is the next call to action, right? And then just create a simple process for you to follow up with everybody. I cannot tell you how deadly it is in business not to follow up, whatever business that it may be. If you are not following up, a post is not going to close business for you. An email will definitely help and poke some people to pay attention again, but you got to follow up. You and I must follow up. Number 3, or the third C, is to convert. Convert through connections. And we're right back to the beginning. Connections, prospecting, discovery, presentation, and then the close, right? So connection is so crucial. I love the fact that I can convert through connecting with people. Well, connecting how? See, you got to make sure that you have a follow-up process. Remember, most people need anywhere from 3 to 7 touches before they make a decision. So guess what? I want to speed up those touches. Hey, can I hit you up tomorrow? Hey, by the way, I got this article and I thought about you. My God, listen to this testimonial. All those different elements that I'm just sharing something with you is a touch point that creates a decision making. That's why Geico shows up 7 times every hour you're watching TV. They're building that decision making for you, right? Making sure that if you have an email sequence, or if you're using any of your own external processes, 3 minutes after there's an email opt-in, you gotta have a connection. When I get an inbound email that comes in, I mean, immediately, hey, thank you so much for letting us know that you would want to increase blah, 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 blah. When can we connect? 3 minutes within, because that is what we call a hot lead. Using voice notes for those of us who operate in a direct messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, you name them, they all do it. Use voice notes. You know why? Text message may be read wrong. It may be even read as, is this a bot that's just spamming me? But when I do something like, hey, John Ali here. Just wanted to let you know that I'm so excited about connecting with you. I looked at your profile. Looks like you're an entrepreneur. I so look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. Let me know if we can do a virtual cup of coffee. Love to learn more about you. That voice note feels warm. It feels like, man, I got to connect with this guy. It feels like this is somebody who's genuinely interested in me, versus me typing, hey, I see you are in business. Would love to connect. What do you do? That is a bot. That is a preset template that you just clicked on, and the prospect, me, guess what I think every time I get that? Lazy. Every time I get a thing from LinkedIn, I mean, connection, and then immediately comes up, I'm like lazy. I don't even bother. But when I get a voice note, or I get a warm message, something that makes me feel like you actually took the time to talk to me, that is something cool. By the way, a little ninja bonus for you. You know how in LinkedIn, for those of you who have the premium, when LinkedIn somebody sees your profile, right, and you get a notification, Ali just show your profile. Here's what I would recommend. You immediately send a message, and it states these 3 options. Hey, John, I just noticed you checked out my profile. Out of curiosity, was there something specific, like a business you wanted to share with me, or were you interested in one of my business ventures, or were you just nosy and wanted to look at how handsome I am? See that little positive, funny touch at the end, and you can put your own spin on it. It forces the person to be like, LOL, no, I was looking for, and that is what I want. I want you to talk to me. That is an engagement. That is a lead that just happened. So voice notes are phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Make sure that you give a clear message or text or goal of a conversation. My favorite thing that I do, and if you've ever seen me share screen when I do so, I always talk to everybody about, I want to be crystal clear. I'm not here to gossip. I'm not here to flirt. I'm not here to do whatever shenanigans that most people do out there. If I send a message to somebody for the very first time, I am crystal clear. I so look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. I am not here to talk about politics or sports. I'm not here to talk about girls or boys or drama, none of that stuff. I am a grown man, and I'm here for one reason only. I'm going to make your life better, or you're going to make mine better. Either way, we're growing, but we are not going to just keep it open-ended. So you got to be clear as to why am I messaging you? Why am I communicating with you? Hey, I just noticed that you are in dadpreneur group, and I happen to be in it. You're extremely active. I love the message and I love the positivity. I hope it's okay that I sent you a friend request, and I strictly look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. Anything that makes it crystal clear, what is my goal? And I'm just looking to connect. And then when you get an engagement back, hey, would you be open to a virtual cup of coffee? By the way, a virtual cup of coffee is just a Zoom. It's just a fun way to humanize that process that you see most people say, hey, let's catch a cup of coffee, old school, right? I virtualized that. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to coin that word. I virtualized it. I don't know if that word exists, but let me have it. All right, let's go to part 3. See, you got to make sure that you have that daily method of operation, and you need to be organized. On Sunday night, I organize my whole week. On Sunday night, I put all of my personal things for myself and my wife and the kids and school activities, basketball, tennis, whatever it may be. And then the whole week is mine. That's when I schedule everything. By the way, that's a side note for you, for those of you who are in a relationship, married, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. Just make sure that you plan the personal time first with your significant other, and then you can do everything else. You know why? I'll tell you why. One is, God willing, you are with the right significant other. They're not going to abuse you and say, no, I want you to be available for me for 40 hours in a row, right? Like, thank God my wife is not like that. But on the other hand, I showed that you are my priority. I'm giving you my personal time first. I'm giving you my attention first. We're doing things first. I'm crystal clear. You are my priority. But then the leftover of that schedule, if I have 100 hours open, man, that's my time. I never get like, you never have time for me and the kids, because we scheduled our week together. The rest of that is me time. All right. So just a little side note for you. So make sure that you use a process or system, at least a calendar for crying out loud, and time box. And even more so, make sure that you're using a daily method of operation. It could be just a piece of paper or a calendar or an Outlook, and just put specific activities that you are doing in your calendar or in your, what we like to call the power list, right? Power list is 4 business things that are absolutely non-negotiable and 1 absolute killer. 5 elements, 4 business, 1 absolute, personal, and they got to be non-negotiable. I will not go to sleep. I will do this or I will die today. That's how a power list works. But anyways, so here are some actionable things that I'm going to recommend that you focus on for this week. And, I have this in a few different elements. So please take notes, and don't worry, I'll open up the Q&A in a little bit. The very first thing that I want you to do every single day is 10 new comments. Just any platforms that you are in, just send 10 new comments. Just scroll down and beautiful picture, awesome, whatever it is that you want to write. That's called warming up the algorithms. Plus, the person that you posted the comments to, they get a notification. They go click on your profile. And if you're following everything that I teach you over the last couple of weeks, what happens The individual is going to see all of the value, all of the authenticity, all of the vulnerability. They're going to see that one call to action. They're going to see how amazing you are, how active you are. But if you don't give the love shall not come back to you. So when you put a comment, they get a notification. They're like, what's up with Ali these days? Why did he comment on this today? Unlike anything in the past. Plus, the algorithms start to shift up and you will be able to see more of their stuff and they see more of yours. Therefore, more of those touch bases we talked about. Make sure that you initiate 5 direct messages every single day. As simple as, hey, I see you are in this group and I thought I'd send you a friend request based on the value that you are offering, right? Or, hey, I noticed you are promoting that product or the real estate or the service, whatever it is, and I thought you are somebody that I needed to talk to. I hope it's okay that I initiated this conversation. Look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. Just initiate 5 DMs. And by the way, what I'm telling you in here, yeah, you can do it just in one platform, but don't make your minimums your maximums. If you have the ability and the opportunity to do more, then go ahead and do more in more platforms. 3 follow-ups. That should be a low-hanging fruit for you. Anybody that you spoke to last week, absolutely follow up with them every single day with different individuals from different platforms. And of course, 1 killer invite. You know, tomorrow's the big day. Today, we should all have that 1 killer invite. Follow up with everybody you talked to last week. Implement and apply everything that we talked about. And then, of course, just track everything. In the affiliate guide, there's a piece of paper, again, that you know exactly who was invited, and you can use it digitally or printed. And then you can even put, is this a warm lead, hot lead? They need to be followed up with in 2 weeks. They said they're ready to get started, whatever it is. You got to document your process. Part 4. Making sure that you are absolutely focused on prospecting power plays, like literally knowing what is the most effective way for me to generate leads versus just doing everything all the time everywhere. And I know what I'm telling you sounds like a lot. And good. Here's why. Business is not easy. The beautiful thing for you is you are in an affiliate model. Therefore, all the hard pieces to building a company has already been taken care of you and I. Right now, we just got to master the art of creating connections and meaningful ones with a purpose of it building a community, and it benefits everyone everywhere all the time with everything that the DIVA Network has to offer. So let's talk about some of these power plays. I'm going to share with you just 5 places, and you can do more, but I'm going to share with you again, just adding more tools to your toolbox. Number 1, Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups are probably the most powerful places where you can get absolute perfect connections, right? So Facebook groups where you can engage and send a friend request. Just go to a Facebook group or in a search bar, write exactly who you're looking for or what groups you're looking for. And I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what you write. Sometimes it's scary. It always has thousands of different groups. Don't pick something that has 25,000 or more, just something smaller where there is enough activity, but not like spam, bam kind of a group. And just send, first of all, comment on whomever posted something that connected with your heart. Remember, like me or better. And then send a friend request and a message. Hey, just thought I'd send you a friend request. We are in the same group, et cetera, like I've been telling you. The second place is Instagram Reels or TikToks. The comments, not the originator of the post. Let's say you're following Tony Robbins, right? Let's say you're following Lisa Nichols. Let's say you're following Dennis Waitley, Les Brown, whomever is your favorite go-to, right? Go in the comments. The people who are commenting, they're telling you, I am just like you. I am the right person with the right mindset who are engaging with the right information, but I'm just a lost soul out there. So by you saying, hey, I'd love to connect. I love your mindset and the question that you just asked in the comment, you're literally going to find your sister or your brother from another mister right now, right here. So just go and work the comments on Reels, right? Number 3, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you can search by rule and just complement their posts. You can literally go to the search bar on LinkedIn and put chief marketing officers in the greater New York City area. And then you're going to see all of them come up. Go to, just click on them. The dashboard, the profile opens up and just compliment. Great post, great analysis, great article. And then they'll reply. One day reply, hey, I love what you are posting. Is it okay if I send you a connection? Now you have engagement. Now you have conversations, right? Number 4, again, podcast or YouTube comments. whatever podcast you're listening to, hopefully it's the Diva Experience, whatever YouTube video or channel that you follow, work the comments. You're going to see people who are like you or better, who are commenting on an ongoing basis. Go and work the comments. Send them a direct, a reply, and look for them. Hey, I just sent you a request. Hey, I just connected with you. Hey, I just followed you. And then last but not least, in-person events or Diva local groups. Coming soon. I had to do that, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I had to do that. So in-person events, obviously, we got the Diva Locals that we are working on. That's going to be a phenomenon of community building opportunities and, of course, bringing new eyes on our Tuesdays as well. So definitely feel free to use that. Last but not least, before we take all these Q&As, I'm going to give you a challenge. Anybody likes a challenge? Who here likes a challenge? Let me know in the comment. Am I talking to myself? Who here likes a challenge? Because I like a challenge. I'm going to give you a 7-day challenge because a good challenge is always a good thing to have. All right. Good. Yes. Awesome. Lorna's keeping up with me. I love it. Beautiful. Awesome. Here's the challenge for this week. All right. This starts today. All right. Number 1, or day 1, if you will, post your origin story, your why, who you are, your past, your background. Hey, Ali in here. Many of you don't know. I was born and raised in Morocco, Northwest Africa. I've been in the United States for 23 years. I speak 6 international languages. I love business and opportunities, and I love people. If you are in the branding and the business development space, et cetera, let's connect. I would love nothing more but to hear your story. Let me know what's your story. Something as simple as that. Sharing your origin, your story, your background, right? So do that today. And it could be on a story, it could be a post, it could be a reel. Just post it today. Day 2, DM 5 people a voice note. Remember how I said you got to send a DM? DM 5 people a voice note. And don't cheat and go after the easiest ones. No, just go over to people who are like you or better and send them a direct message. Hey, John, just wanted to say hi. I see a lot of great content. Awesome stuff, man. I'd love to grab a virtual cup of coffee just to catch up and see what you got going on business-wise. And definitely would love to share with you what I have going on. 5 DMs. Day 3, go live with an invite. Go live with an invite. So that means that you're going to go live on whatever platform that you are using and invite somebody to hop on with you, to share that live with you, having a conversation. So invite somebody and go live. All right. Day 4, share a testimonial. Now that can be your personal enrollee or somebody, a mentee that you're working with in the DIVA Network. And you may say, but I don't have anybody just yet. Cool. Use somebody else's story. Like, hey, can you give me the story of Sheila and what she's done and for her financial success? Hey, can you share with me the story of the group of women who were able to lock in a funding deal? Hey, can you share and just use that story? And guess what? We are all colleagues in here. So sharing that story of, man, I'm so excited to share with the world a colleague of mine has been able to do, et cetera. So that's day 4. Day 5, invite 5 new people to our webinars. Invite 5 new people to our webinars. Now, you notice I'm making that on day 5, so I'm giving you enough time to build, or warm up and get people to that. Day 6, create your daily method of operation. While I know that we all can have a systemized daily method of operation, I do know that we have different lifestyles, different businesses, different relationships. So make sure that you are organizing and managing your day. What is my week going to look like from beginning to end? And day 7, host your own mini Zoom like I'm doing with you right now with your own team and prospect together, connect together. Do a little bit of a rally, do a little bit of a motivation. Hey, watch this very same replay together with your own team who were not able to kind of have like a watch party, if you will. That is the next 7 days of challenges that I have for you. And the ninja bonus on this challenge, I need you to post on school what you've done and how it went. What did I do and what were the results? That's the name of the challenge at the end of the day. What did I do and what were the results? So as you're doing that challenge, whether you do it early in the morning or late at nighttime, go to school and share with everybody. Day 1 challenge, here's what I've done and here were the results. everything that I shared with you is going to create some sort of engagement, like, comment, share. It's going to create some kind of DM conversations. It's going to create some discovery call. It's going to create some prospecting opportunities. But if you do your part, however messy and scary and fear fueled that you may think it is, I promise you, you're going to have some activities. That's what we've done last week. And we're going to continue to grow and do on and on and on and on. All right. I got 12 minutes. Let's get into those Q&As, y'all. Melanie, where you at? I know you had a question earlier. I hope I gave you enough in the toolbox this week. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I see the claps. I'll take all the love.
Hey, sweetheart. I actually am literally just running out the door, Ali, but I don't remember what you said earlier. It was like way earlier, but just quick question for you guys. If you can just tell me, for new members that have joined, how do they automatically get access to their websites, links?
Yeah, absolutely. It's in the dashboard. As soon as you sign up, even at the freemium, you're having it on your dashboard.
So what I'm saying is they get their own dashboard. Like,
Yeah,
I
of
have
course.
one with Melanie Soloway, then it gets just emailed to them.
Everybody gets it 100%. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You got it. All right, y'all. I know I gave you a whole garage of tools, not just one tool. Mr. Izal, talk to me.
Yeah, I just want to say awesome training, Ali. As a matter of fact, I love this 7-day challenge. I'm going to do it myself. I haven't been doing a lot on social media. So I'm going to allocate the time because the DIVA Network's about to explode and I need to do a little bit more of this. I've been kind of off of it, but anyways, I appreciate the challenge. But here's what I wanted to share with everybody. The best thing that you can, sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And I want you to know today was another very high level of training. As someone that's been in this space for a while with some of the best, this was a really good training. So make sure that we take advantage of it. But here's what you do for Ali, because he's a very humble guy. That's why he fits the core values here. The best thing you can do is to show appreciation to Ali is do the challenge, to do the things he tells us to do. That is, I know when you get to a point like where Ali is, and others of like Ali, the only thing we ever ask for is that you just go win big. Like, we don't need the accolades and this and that and all that. All he just wants to see everyone win here. So the best way you can show appreciation, Ali Madawi, this week is to take what we just learned and implement it immediately. Not wait around, not ask your, significant other if you should do it. Just go do it, right? Just go do it, right? And that is the best way you can show appreciation. So Ali, thank you so much with love and gratitude. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you. Hey, you love how I dropped that power list right in there? I learned that from you in 2019. Mr. Gell's like, that's my boy. Yes, sir. All right. Any questions anybody may have for me? Talk to me.
Ali, just a
Hey.
quick question, your
Uh-huh.
opinion. First, thank you for this training. Muito
Of course.
obrigada. In the case of a person that, like, you send the video, I did the connection, the invitation, I send the video. The person say, I didn't get a chance to watch the video yet. Should I invite for Tuesday or wait for the person to have that exposure that you mentioned, right? The video or a testimonial?
Yeah. So my philosophy is always create an exposure before they come out. Like, it doesn't matter how small it is, because if I am coming in for the very first time on an hour to an hour and a half experience, I'm immediately going to say, that was a lot. I need to process it. Let me think, but if we date before we marry, man, I'm ready to go, right? Because I experienced you already. So I would say, like, small chunks, small bites. Even if you start just with the 2-minute video and like, okay, that looks interesting. Well, if you want, I got a 10-minute video that I can send you. Let them watch that. Then you're graduating them, because I promise you, it's rare to have any human being, including myself, to get into one Zoom for the very first time and say, I'm ready. It's rare. There are a few, but it's 1 out of 100. And chances are, you're flipping those cards over and over and over to find the 1 out of 100, right? So I highly, highly, highly recommend create multiple opportunities before you're bringing them into the big show. But once they come to the big show, especially if they got enough, it's like, wow, I'm all in. I did not know it was this much, but yes, I'm all in. I hope that answers your question.
Okay. this drives me to the second question. Sorry. There are people before we have this strategy, right? Before we have this 2 days format now that have been in the past, and I am in touch. And they asked me, how is the Divas going? And I shared my experience. Do you think I should invite them or exposure more? They have been before in the past, like January, February, when you have the other format, not the current format.
Yeah, so I would reach out to them first and have a personal touch base, like, hey, it's been a
Personal.
little while. How you been? Right? Just let them share with you whatever it has been. And then from there, you develop into, well, a lot has changed. I don't know if you've been keeping up. And let them say, no, I have not. Well, so make it a conversational process, not just like, woof, take everything. They're going to run away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got you. Thank you, Ali.
You're
that
very
was
welcome,
great.
sis. You got it. Lorna, what you got, sis?
I mean, I agree with Jimmy. I mean, I've been in the sales game for a minute. I'm trained with a lot of people. That was like fire, and I'm gonna rewatch it. And I already posted the thing that you said with the entrepreneurial mom. I'm gonna see what happens with that one. I just have one question that I can't find something, and I know you told me to go to support, but maybe somebody can just tell me here. Where can I find a 2-minute video? Or somebody can just tell me right now.
The sizzle video, JKN, that's what we're asking for.
It's on your sales page, the one with Adora. Is that what we're
Lorna, did
talking-
you catch that?
Yeah. Is there anyone that's there?
Lorna, you broke up for a
I
little
saw
bit.
that one. Oops.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Just broke up for a little bit. Go ahead. What's your question?
Is that the only one that's there, JKN, or is there another one after that?
No, I think that there's been some new ones recorded that I still don't have, maybe.
Okay. I was trying to find. I'm sorry?
I feel like Adora made a new video.
Okay.
So where do we find the videos, JKN? Sorry.
Well, the one that's already posted is on your sales page. And that one's there all the time.
It's right on your sales page, the one in your replicated website. It has the videos right in there.
And the 2 minutes that you mentioned, Ali, where is it?
That's
there?
in there. That's in there as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Awesome stuff. Justine, what's
Hi,
up?
guys.
Let me guess, you got a question, Justine, or a
I do.
comment?
Both. Great. Yes, agreed. Great information. Great. I've also been in the sales game a minute. And I sell things that I love. We have, funnels that we tap into. I know, you talked about that.
Yeah.
Do we have some templates? Do we have, I think we could use those kinds of tools, for that we can customize for our own people. But if we had those to send out specifically for our follow-ups, I think that would be really, really helpful. Or if you guys were doing some of that in your sales funnel, if we can give you some names. I mean, you mentioned that, like, go back to the person that brought you. So I think, I don't know what the system is. Like, if somebody comes in and you have their email address, are they starting to receive stuff from the DIVA Network or not?
So they just get a nurturing email. It's not a, like, a sales email, just because we want them to come back to you, at least for right now, right? Yeah. As far as your first part, and we started since last week, and we are working on it right now, that we're developing collateral tools, social media content, stuff that's going to be in folders as well, that you will be able to either download and share or just tag people into. Yeah, I mean, it's already, I wish I can tell you, like, yes, go to this page right now and find it, but it is definitely being worked on. But as far as the emails, I just want to make sure everybody understands, it's just for us to nudge your attendees of, like, oh, I forgot about this Diva thing. So when you get an email, know that your prospect just got one as well. So that's your hint, tell, like, hey, Joey, I don't know if you noticed, but, an email just went out. Or me personally, look, here's what I would do. If an email comes out, I'll send my prospect a message. Hey, my team just sent you an email. I just want to make sure you got it okay. Like, embody the ownership, because we are one team, one colleagues. Jimmy, Izell, me, you, we are one. So I would highly, highly recommend that if you get an email that's a hint, All right, cool. Let me follow up, or at least put a little reminder on your phone before you go to sleep. Hey, my team sent you an email earlier today. Did you get it? It's a way to get somebody right back into the conversation again.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So thank you.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Sweet.
And there's a big live event tomorrow happening here in LA that all the divas local that are coming to.
Hey, I'm looking forward to all that social content.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. What else we got? I got 2 minutes. Anybody else? Any final questions? Talk to me, ladies, and the men will support them.
I have one thing to say. So
Go for it.
you shared your screen earlier and showed us where the wallet course was, and I literally just changed it to make it simpler. So now instead of it being called wallet, I'm sharing my screen. It's called DIVA enrollment. So
nice.
what it
Very
looks,
nice.
it says very clearly membership enrollment, because a lot of you are having people come in with credit cards. So this has been simplified. That's all.
Awesome stuff. Y'all ready to make it 100 tomorrow? We got to make it 100 tomorrow. Let's go. It's all about breaking records and making the world see it. And look, my recommendation, sometimes you need a meeting, but most of the time the meeting needs you. So just if you have the ability to attend, whether you killed it and you have a lot of prospects showing up or not, just your attendance and your smile on an open camera makes us all look good. That one prospect that's ready to go, like, man, look at all these happy people. Maybe you engage in that comment on the side saying, like, this is a great opportunity. Great. It helps that one person who did bring a guest for having some excitement. So just definitely, be there for the community so that the community can also be there for you. And with that, I appreciate you.
Can you share with us your social network, please?
Which one?
Thank you, appreciate it.
Which social network? I'll tell you what. If do me a favor.
Whatever you want us to follow you.
Boy. I'll tell you what. Because there's so many of them and I'm active everywhere. If you just Google my first and last name, I can promise you can find me everywhere. If you just Google my first and last name is the best way that you can find me. They all will come up. I can promise you that, and you can just follow whichever one that makes most sense for you. Thank you, sister. Appreciate you. Yes. All right, y'all. Much love, Ruth. Thank you for showing us your beautiful face. I saw you in the last minute. You're like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. Take care, y'all. See you next time.